And since then, she has involved herself in a lot of community activities. She has been an ex-president of MCIA. She is currently working as treasurer for Seva International, and she is also a member of board of trustees for HTBN. Any guesses who can that be? Ex-president of MCIA, not the current president. Okay, help me welcome Asha ji.
Namaste. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, Jyotsna ji and MCIA committee for inviting me here. It is a great pleasure for me to be celebrating India's Independence Day today amongst all of you. Along with celebrating, it is important for us to look back in history and look at the present conditions and start thinking. Let me take you 300 years back to the beginning of the 18th century. Back then, Bharat was the world leader in global trade. It was the richest country in the world. We were highly literate and a peaceful nation. And we had leadership in many industries, including textiles, cotton, the shipping industry, that is steel, and spices, amongst the others. Then the British sent Mr. Macaulay to study India. Macaulay reported that India is so civilized, educated, prosperous, that there is no way the British can rule over India unless we destroy the language, Sanskrit, and their education system, that is the Gurukul system, and make them study English so they can work for the British. Guess what? The British did exactly what Macaulay had recommended. They destroyed Sanskrit and the Gurukul system and framed us to serve the British Empire. This was so tragic that 200 years later, by the time we got independence from the British, our literacy rate dropped to 12%. That means 88% of our population was illiterate, where before it was 99% literacy. We were no more the leaders of the world trade. Poverty dropped to 10%. We had 10% poverty, below poverty line. So, unfortunate, but it was nice, at least thank God, we got the freedom from the British. But unfortunately, during the 65 years of the so-called freedom, are we really free? Because when the British left, 10% of the people were below poverty line. But now, today, we are 20% below poverty. India has the largest number of illiterates in the world. The British squandered our wealth, but today, the corruption, it is even worse. The British taxed our farmers and the industries, but our government has made it worse today. It is a sad commentary because 600,000 patriots and innocent citizens lost their lives for this freedom struggle. Can you imagine what 600,000 people are? Bloomington and Normal combined together is 100,000. So it was not one Bloomington normal, not two, not three, not four, not even five, 6 Bloomington normals completely wiped out for the freedom struggle. This was a very heavy price for us to pay. So, this freedom is too precious for us to be messed up. And that is why I tried to highlight some of the critical points, such as the rising poverty, the challenge of literacy, the tax system, the corruption, and lack of good governance. There are other challenges, but there are also very good opportunities for all of us. But in interest of time, I will not be able to talk about those. We are talking about the great land of Vedas, of Gita, of Mahabharata, Ramayana, of mathematics, science, and technology. We are talking of a land of intellectuals like Chanakya and Shankaracharya, of scientists like Bose, of warriors like Shivaji, Rana Pratap, Krishnadev Rai, and of many Nobel laureates, thousands of saintly and spiritual personalities. Such a great land of Bharat deserves better freedom. This brings the limelight on all of us. It puts responsibility on each and every individual and all of us together. We have to work up to our full potential. So we can restore the glory that we deserve. Perhaps we study this evolution. Perhaps we must study the evolution of freedom. We must study the principles of good governance. We must exercise our responsibility of true citizens of India. We must always be aware of our history. We have to be Jagrat, that is alert and action-oriented. Let us all strive for a bright and secure future for our motherland. The good news is we have an opportunity to make things better. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind.
Very good. Very good.